Hello students, this video is based on lesson number 5, that is database concepts using LibreOffice. So I have already uploaded some videos regarding the LibreOffice app, the app which we have to use to perform this practical. I have already told you that how we can make a table with the help of LibreOffice. So here is the LibreOffice application, and these are the tables which I have prepared. Okay, so you can see that if you double click on the table gets opened. This is the way we can close the table. Okay, this is the second table, that is the product table. Again, you can see that in the table there are so many fields like PID, PNM, PDSC, PMonth, PWT, PRate. Okay, so even you can give a primary key by clicking here. Right click over there and you can give a primary key to that product table. Okay, so this is how you can do it. Now we'll just close this currently, and we are going to see that how we can create a query. Okay, so query creation, it is a question asked within the database environment. For example, how many students are in standard 12th? So query displays a subset of data contained in various tables of database. Query is used to retrieve the records from the table. So any type of record, if you want to retrieve related to any type of person or any type of number, you can do it with the help of query. We have already studied about the query in lesson number 2, that is DBMS in 11th standard. So we have a tentative idea about it, that we can insert, delete, truncate, update, alter. Okay, with the help of query, you can retrieve the data, you can manipulate the data, you can add the data, remove the data. Means all the things in the database can be done with the help of query. Okay, now to create a query, first of all, the step is what? You just have to go open the LibreOffice database. So the employee database, you can see on the title bar, the employee database with .odb extension is already opened. So this is an employee database where I have two tables. Okay, now we have already learned about the table and how to create it, as well as how to insert the record in it, how to edit the table, how to delete the record in the table. We have already studied about it. Now the next step is to make a query. Okay, so to create a query, first of all select the queries, which I have already selected, which is highlighted with blue background. After that you have to use wizard to create a query. Okay, so this is the second option here in the task. You just have to click on it. Okay, after clicking on it, you can see that there is a window which opens. Okay, now in the wizard you have the steps like field selection, sorting order, search conditions. Okay, these are all the steps which you have in the wizards, and these steps are used to complete the task of the query. Okay, now here you can see that we have a table named EMP. You can also select the other table. Means in this database, the employee database, how many tables you have? You have EMP and product. These are the two tables. Any of them you can select. Okay, now I have selected the product table. Okay, so I have more entries in it, so I have selected the product table. Now this is the step that you have to select whatever table you want. If you want EMP, you can select EMP. If you want product, you can select product. So that fields will be displayed here. Okay, now after that what you are going to do, you just have to click on this button and you have to shift it. Okay, otherwise you can click on back button to shift it back. Okay, so you can also send them one by one. Okay, you can just send one by one too. Okay, so this is how you are going to shift the queries from one place to another place. Okay, by clicking on this button. Now the next step is, so if you want to take all the available fields to the fields in the query at a time, you can click on this arrow. If you want to take it back, you can click on this arrow. If you want to take it one by one, you just have to select one of the field and click on the first single arrow option. So this is how you can take it. Okay. After this step, you just have to click on next. After next, the second step is sorting the order. Okay. So here you have to sort the order. So you have to select a field for sorting the records and select the order ascending or descending, and then you have to click the next button. Okay. Now these are the fields. Now I am going to select PID. Okay. Now if I want in ascending order, I'll select ascending. If I want in descending, I will select on descending. Okay. But ascending is okay. It is only a good option which gives you a clear understanding. So we will always prefer ascending. Okay. So this is only the thing what you have to do in the sorting order. Now it's time to click on next. After clicking on the next step is search conditions. You can see here the third step is search conditions. You can also give more than one search condition. Okay. So you have the options like fields. So you have three options. So at a time you can give more than one search condition. Okay. So select the field and select the condition and type the value. Now I am going to select the field. So the field is PID. Now I am going to select the condition, is equal to, is not equal to, is smaller than, greater than. Okay. So I'll just click on is equal to. Okay. And then select and then type a value for that condition. Okay. Now the value which I am going to give for my condition will be 101. Okay. So this is the value. Now this is only first condition. If I want to take second field, I can take the second field also. Instead here I can take P name, and here I can write P name is equals to Rahul. Okay. So like that you can do it for multiple fields. Okay. After that you just have to click on next. Okay. After clicking on next, the next thing which comes is detail or summary. Okay. So in this we are going to keep this option as it is, and we are going to click on the next button. Now it's time for aliases. Now if you want to replace the original field names with some of the new fields, okay, if you want that no, this name is wrong, I want to update it and make it more modified name, there is an option where you can change the field names. Now the field name which I have given is PID. You can make another field name. Okay. So in the case of alias, what you can do, the alias is going to change your old field name by your new field name in the output of the query, and then type aliases for each field and click on the next button. Okay. So you can type the aliases here and you can click on the next button. Now I'm just changing the alias of one field and we'll just see. Okay. Now it's time to click on next. So this is the next. Okay. Now after clicking on next, type the name of the query and click on the finish button. Okay. So this is the name of the query. Okay. You can give it according to your convenience. So this is query underscore product. Okay. So I have written query underscore product. This is the overview which is given, and here you have to write, click on finish. Okay. So that's it. So this is how a query is designed. Now here as we haven't entered the names exactly which are present in the table, so this table is totally empty. Okay. Now if you want to get a desired output, okay, if you want to get a desired output, you need to check that what are the things present in the table. Okay. Now just have a look over here. You have pencil. Okay. You have a pencil over here. You have rubber and colors. Now if you are giving the details related to this, then definitely you're going to get the result out of the query. Okay. So let us try with the another query with the help of these product. Okay. So now I'm making a query. So I'm going to go and use wizard create to create a query. Now there is a field selection where it is a product ID. I'm just going to take a product ID here. Okay, and then I'll click on finish. After that, cannot be ordered by, cause in the statement the data couldn't be loaded. Okay, so we will take all the products. Okay, all the fields I'll be taking. So we'll just go in use wizard. We'll take this table, that is employee table. Now I'm going to take all the fields here and then I'm going to click on finish. After that we are just going to sort it. Okay, so I'm going to sort EMP number in the ascending order and then I'll click on the next. Now the query is what? I want the EMP name, okay, which is equal to, now just go in the table. Okay, now this is a table which is related to product, so I'm just going to close this table and I'm just going to open the another table, that is the employee table. Okay, I want to see the employee table, so we'll just go in table section first. Okay, so as this window is open, I cannot go in the table section currently. We'll just open it or we'll try to do it again. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the table EMP. Now 101. Okay, so we'll take employee number is equals to 101, so the output should be Amey. Okay, so now we'll go here. Now I'll go in queries, use to create a query, then we'll go in this section, click on next, then sort order in ascending. Now I'm going to take the query like product ID and which is equals to 101. Okay, this is what is my query condition. And next, now license will skip overview and this is finish. Okay, so we have got the data content couldn't be loaded. Okay, so the content is not matching, so it cannot be loaded. So this is how, if your content is not matching, then you're going to get this type of output. And if the content matches, you get the desired output. So the output which we got is 1 pencil 10. So this is the output of the query. So this is how the output we get, and if there is any type of mismatch in the content, then you get an error. So this is all about the query, how to create a table and how to create a query with the help of the tables. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe the channel.